Welcome back to the D&D Talk Wrestling Podcast, episode 19.
So we decided to do something a little different this time. It was over the weekend, it was AEW Double or Nothing pay-per-view. You've only watched maybe a handful of their pay-per-views. Yeah. I've seen most of them, but with everything that happened over the weekend, Saturday Night Main Event, Battlegrounds, just all the wrestling that we watch normally, I was like, why don't we just make it the podcast and watch it and then talk about it and see how it goes, which is what we did. I mean, it took us 2 days because obviously we can't do wrestling 24/7 as much as we want to.
Yeah.
We have actual lives, but over the last 2 days we watched Double or Nothing. We didn't even write anything down about it because we literally just got done with the main event, came up and recorded. We thought we would do that, and then one of our games, which we still need a name of the segment for.
Yeah, we have no name for the segment, but today, after we do the little review of Double or Nothing, we have another game that we didn't come up with it. We saw it on TikTok.
We saw it on TikTok. Guess the name of the song. Guess the wrestler. Song.
Guess the wrestling theme.
Guess the wrestling theme with just saying the words from the song.
So we're just gonna say the lyrics to the song, and you have to guess the wrestler that goes to that.
Well, not
song.
you. You have to.
Well, not you. Maybe you play along.
Maybe if you want to, yeah. If you want
to play along at home,
play along with us.
That's completely fine. Typically, when people play along through the internet, they always get everyone right. So that's how that goes.
I was thinking of something else, but okay.
Oh, this is PG.
Hey, when you play along on the internet, sometimes things pop up. So we'll start. We didn't watch the buy-in because that literally would have been 6.5, 7 hours long.
That statement tells me that when you used to download music, you had a lot of viruses on your computer.
I never downloaded music.
Yeah, because you were downloading other things. That's why.
No.
Let's roll right into this.
Let's start. Let's start with the opening match. It was the Owen Hart Cup Women's Tournament Final of Mercedes Moné and Jamie Hayter. And I know you don't like her, but she really performed, and Mercedes really performed in that match.
That was a good match. That was. I'm not a fan of her, not because of her ring work, and not even because of I just hate her. It's just that she thinks.
Does she think she's better than she is?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Is it because my uncle Snoop Dogg, I was in the Four Horsewomen?
Yeah, I don't know, just that type of. Maybe she's not like that anymore. I mean, I used to not like CM Punk because he acted like that, but
and look at CM Punk
he's
now.
different now. So that match was really good though.
She did. What did she win with her finish? I mean, her finisher. Jesus, her submission. I think.
Yeah.
With the statement maker.
Yeah, we just watched it yesterday, and we forgot already.
Forgot. Listen, we're gonna forget the first match we watched today. So.
What was it?
The first match we watched today was Tony Storm and Mina Shirakawa.
I know it was.
I had questioned myself, but I was like, let me sound confident.
Yeah. Now, overall, that was a really good match.
It really was. Jamie Hayter's phenomenal. And I don't know why, but Haterade is just such a cool name for a finisher.
Yeah, it is.
It's just a lariat. What's the difference between a lariat and a clothesline? I heard this the other day, and I don't know what I was watching. Maybe I was listening to Busted Open, and somebody called in, and I'm like, what is the difference between a clothesline and a lariat?
Well, a clothesline is what you have in your backyard, and you hang your clothes on.
No, because the buckshot lariat.
This is my theory, and I don't think it's right, but I think a clothesline could be when someone runs at you and then you hit them, and a lariat is when you run at them and then
but the clothesline from hell, didn't JBL run? No? Well, not really. I guess he more of just
I don't know.
Not jumped, but he did like a strong arm.
No, don't listen to me though. What do I know?
We don't really know much.
No.
So the next match was FTR versus Nigel McGuinness and Daniel Garcia. That's probably the first time you saw FTR wrestle in a long time.
I mean, I watch AEW time to time,
but we're
as religiously.
No homo. We were both like, why is Dak's tights way too loose?
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
It was kind of weird, was throwing a lot of things off of not trying to pay attention because you're there's about to be slip. What's going on?
There's about to be a Dak slip. I did like that match though. I've always been a big fan. Of FTR.
I've never been an FTR. I think because I like the high flying teams more. I've never been a strong hitting old school FTR fan. But they still perform really well.
And they fit right in.
Cash Wheeler's always trying to do something crazy to get hurt. So
yeah, well he always gets hurt, but I mean
he does. They had Daniel Garcia in, what does it say? I'm on AEW's website just so we can have like a little refresher, especially to have the stuff in order. It was a sharpshooter. Okay, there was a lot of sharpshooters.
There was. I mean, the general consensus of the pay-per-view was the Owen Hart tournament finals.
Yeah.
So I guess just like nods to the Hart family.
It was kind of. I like how Nigel had one of them in a I don't remember what one, like a headlock, and he went over to Shivani. He's like, "Tell Shivani you're sorry." And he's like, "I'm sorry, Mr. Shivani. I didn't mean to do what we did to you."
And then like 5 seconds later, he walks over and just starts talking shit.
Yeah. Next was probably the first brutal match of the night, the stretcher match of Ricochet and Mark Briscoe.
And that match was insane.
Mark Briscoe is still bleeding hours later.
Yeah.
That match was crazy. I had a feeling when Briscoe came out with like a white shirt on, I was like, oh, there's gonna be blood. There's gonna be a lot of blood. I didn't think that much blood. He was gushing.
At one point, he had Ricochet on the stretcher and he was like throwing shots at him, but then the blood's
just going everywhere. Yeah, it was bad. Like there was a spot he was going up for the froggy bow, and like you could see him like slip a little bit because the blood everywhere. Yeah, it was you would have thought Moxley was in that match for all the blood that was in there.
And I never thought that like Ricochet would be involved in a match like that. Like that was like a hardcore style match.
That was like I don't want to say it this way because a lot of people compare AEW to it, but it was like a hardcore like indie match almost.
Well, I would just say hardcore, like ECW.
ECW, GCW. Even.
But like Ricochet is not known for that.
No.
You know what I'm saying? But also, like, think back to when we talked about ECW One Night Stand, when Sabu had that match with Ray, and it's like Ray. Yeah, Ray. Ray with Sabu, and then that match was insane. I
kind of knew.
Ricochet's a hell of a wrestler. Sabu he can adapt to anything, really.
Sabu and Van Dam were a tag team together.
For a little bit, yeah.
I know I've shown you the video once before. Pro Wrestling Tees does they do like the bi-monthly mystery boxes.
Yeah.
They did. I saw the video yesterday. It was like Tag Team Part 7 or something, and the shirt was Van Dam and Sabu, and it said the whole effing show, and then it said Sab effing Boo with like Van Dam's yin yang, but the bottom of the yin yang had a kendo stick and barbed wire around it. I was like, that's a cool ass shirt.
And speaking of Sabu, Briscoe did a nod to him.
Yeah.
He did the
point to the sky, and then he got on the chair. Yeah. So that was a good little transition we did there. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
And
luckily, I think
you would never think for a stretcher match there'd be, I guess a little amount of blood, but never like that amount of blood.
Well, I guess he went to where he needed to go.
Yeah. I guess it's because every other stretcher match we've seen has been WWE.
Well, let's be real here, too. Let's look at it from a different point of view. The reason why wrestlers bleed on their forehead is because that bleeds the most.
Yeah, right.
Without, like, the least amount of scarring. Unless you're, like, New Jack.
Unless you're New Jack or...
Devon Dudley. You ever see his forehead?
Abdullah the Butcher.
Yeah.
Even Dusty.
Yeah, their foreheads were insane.
Their foreheads are just like way.
Usually a small little cut, you're going to be.
Yeah, you're going to be, and it's not going to look as bad. I forget Devon's head looks that bad too.
Yeah, I remember because I just saw him on the episode of LFG.
Oh yeah, I love that when he was on that episode and they're looking at Booker and Booker's like, "What are you guys doing? Come on!" He's like, "I know you guys are a good tag team." Speaking of tag teams, next was the AEW World Tag Title match: the Hurt Syndicate, Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin, versus the Sons of Texas, Dustin Rhodes and Sammy Guevara. I think Dustin can still go for how old he is. He's got to be 60-something now, and he's still going.
He can go. Like, that team just looks so... I don't want to sound messed up, but that team just looks so weird to me.
Because it's literally... It's like Dustin's in his 60s. I don't even think Sammy's 30 yet. So it's literally like the old school 80s wrestler against like the new talent high flyer.
I will say, though, they did say, who was it? Was it Taz or Excalibur? One of them said that their Shelton and Lashley might be one of the most intimidating looking tag teams ever. And they really are. Do. Like, it's insane.
The one part that confused me, like MJF and MVP was out with them, but then like MJF was going to hit Dustin with the ring, and then Bobby Lashley's like, whoa, hold on, we don't do that. And then they just start like laughing and hug. I'm like, what? I was so confused.
I think it was like
no, did he spear him and then they laughed and hugged?
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell?
That was a little weird, but
it threw it off a little bit, yeah.
But it's cool.
They won with obviously, the Hurt Syndicate retained their titles. I want to say let's see. Benjamin then seized the moment, delivering a devastating knee strike followed by a devastating super kick to Guevara's jaw to get the win. Yeah, so it was just a normal little ending. You weren't gonna have Dustin get pinned. I don't see that happening because he's.
And it was overall like a really good match, and you can't beat the athleticism of Shelton Benjamin and even Bobby Lashley too. No. And Sammy is no slouch either. I mean, Dustin just went in there and worked it like an old school woodwork
like an 80s match.
Yeah. So I mean, I have no complaints about that. It was an entertaining match.
It was a great match.
It just, I don't know, the dynamic of that team just looks different.
It's just odd because you don't really see it a lot.
Maybe that's why it works because it's so different.
Yeah, that could be it. Yeah. It's even weirder. Like, sometimes Dustin will come out in his gear with half his face painted, and then Sammy comes out behind him in a suit, and I'm like, "Are you trying to be his brother? What's going on here? What's happening?"
In a suit, kind of like that. I saw the picture of Cody Rhodes riding a roller coaster in a suit.
Yeah, when they were at Epic Universe, and Brandy's in the dress. I was like, Cody's like, "Yeah, I wear it everywhere." They asked him because the one roller coaster is called the Stardust Racers, and he was like, "If it's named Stardust, it's got to be good, right?" Oh man. Speaking of another entertaining match, the AEW Continental Championship, Kazuchika Okada versus Speedball Mike Bailey. And now I can't see his name without what you saying, because you were like, every time I hear Speedball, I think of cocaine. And I'm like, now every time I hear Speedball, I think of it too. I'm like...
I don't know. I mean, I didn't say I don't know to the match, because actually that was a really, really good match.
Yeah, no, that was a really good match.
I only had one complaint, and it's the same complaint I've always had. I hate when wrestlers don't wear boots or shoes.
So it's last night was Dynamite that we'll talk about next week, and they did a triple threat match, or not a triple threat, a 6-person mixed tag, and Marina Shafir was in it. And when she first got in the ring, I thought she was wearing like slides, because I just see like if this was her foot, you just see like, you know how like the real thin like designer ones just have the big black cover and then it's real small. I thought that's what she was wearing. No, she just had her foot taped up, and I'm like, there's another one now with their feet being out. Yeah, it's weird to me too.
Yeah, I don't know. When I think of wrestling, I just think of
the only one that really worked for me was like Umaga, maybe Rusev. But like even when Solo did it, didn't really work.
No, because then you see him backstage in the boots, the untie boots and stuff. I'm like, if you're the street champ, talking about Solo, you ain't fighting in the street and no shoes on.
No, you need to be wearing Timbs during your match.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But that was a really good match. Mike Bailey, the dude's athletic.
That dude's
insanely athletic.
He's so athletic.
The only thing about him that he might need to tone down on is the like you said it,
because he reminds me of a Power Ranger. They're like karate
type
because he's always like doing this before everything, and he's like bowing all the time and like doing like the karate stances and stuff.
And I don't want to say it's cringy, because it's not cringy, but it's just a little much. Because in a real fight, like you start doing that stuff, someone's just gonna punch
I was waiting for do the crane kick out of nowhere.
Like Briscoe did it.
Briscoe did it. Okada finished that match, but you got to hit the Rainmaker to end that match. That was a really good one.
Yeah, well, we didn't even talk about Okada, but what can you say?
Okada's one of the greatest from New Japan ever.
I would say one of the greatest of all time.
Of all time, yeah. And he's still 38 he's only, so he's still got time.
Let's take New Japan out and just put all of them in. If we had a top 50 of every wrestler that ever lived,
Okada's on that list. He's absolutely on that list.
100% on that list.
I love when he doesn't do it anymore, but he used to like bend over and do and he would go like this for the Rainmaker, but now he does it and he just middle fingers the camera.
I did like his presence in New Japan more, because it was just so
it was so more
colorful and like with the extravagant robes
the
and
all huge robe and the money would fall down.
Yeah, I kind of like that. But obviously he won. You change as you move on. Like,
right. That would actually be. I mean, maybe not that, but that would be a cool episode to do of like what persona did you like more
of a wrestler.
Oh
God, yeah.
That'd be really cool. Yeah.
Festus all day.
100% Festus all day. Absolutely.
Yeah. Sorry, Luke Gallows. Yeah, but Festus, that was the best.
That was absolutely the best. So the next match was the AEW Women's.
One day we're gonna do the podcast. I'm gonna just sit here like Festus.
I'll just ring a bell. And
you ring a bell. Welcome back to the D&D Talk.
Oh my God! I should just start. I'll ring the bell. You'll just start talking, and then at the end of the episode, I'll ring the bell again. You'll just go.
And we'll have biscuits and gravy, right?
You gotta have biscuits and gravy.
Yeah.
That'd be funny as shit. No, that'd be really cool. That'd be really funny. That's an April Fool's Day episode.
Yeah, we can't. Well, we told them that.
I'll delete this part. It's fine. Nobody's gonna remember that by then. We're not even gonna remember that by then.
No, nobody's gonna watch this part.
Next is the AEW Women's World Championship. Timeless Toni Storm versus Mina Shirakawa. Which is the first match we watched today.
Probably one of my favorite women wrestlers in wrestling right now.
Toni Storm?
100%.
I love Timeless Toni Storm.
Love the gimmick. I love her promos are hilarious. But serious at the same time.
Yeah. Because she'll say, like, the most outlandish thing, but then she'll turn around and she's like, but I'm still going to beat your ass and keep the title. And you're like, oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. Like, the one promo, it was like, I don't remember it word for word, but, like, it was her and Thunder Rosa. And they were talking about their team name. Because it was supposed to be Thunderstorm.
It was supposed to be Thunder because they were like when she was Rocker, it was Thunder, and now it's like,
it's like
I forget what the hell she said.
It's like Thunder
Tits, because her motto now is like chin up, tits out, watch for the shoe. So it's like it went from Thunderstorm to Thunder Tits, and I was because Thunder Rosa's like, we were Thunderstorm. What are you talking about? She's like, yeah, that's not me anymore. Now we're Thunder Tits. Yeah, that's a cool one.
It's just the things that she comes up with just fits the character so much. Like, I don't know.
We talked about it watching this match, but she was wasted in WWE. Terribly wasted in WWE.
Yeah. I came up with two, and I'll mention the second one later. But I think, like, take Mox out because, like we said, he left.
Yeah, his
on
contract
his own accord.
Expired. He left. And
Omega, Ospreay, Okada. They never even really wanted to go to WWE. But we're talking about, I was just talking about people who were in the company and WWE really dropped the ball on by releasing. Toni Storm's one of them.
They had a stupid feud with like Charlotte with like, wasn't she getting like pied in the face or something?
And then the other one is, I can say it, right?
We can say it now.
It's Swerve Strickland. That man is on another level of entertainment.
He's insanely good.
But no, this was a really good match. I really enjoyed it.
Toni Storm won. Storm Zero, obviously, so it's going to be Toni Storm versus Mercedes Moné at All In, which is, I think, in the middle of, like, July. I think it's, like, July 12th or something.
And then after the match, we had some wrestling as well. Tongue wrestling.
Yeah, it's a little bit of tongue. It was really weird, because, like, she picked Mina up, and then they were, like, and then you can see them both, like, nod, and they just kiss, and then Taz goes, sometimes friends kiss. And you hear Excalibur go, well, you guys are friends. And Shivani's like, so the next match is... speaking of the next match, Anarchy in the Arena.
That match was absolutely insane.
Willow Nightingale, Powerhouse Hobbs, Samoa Joe, Katsuyori Shibata, Kenny Omega, Swerve Strickland against the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick, Claudio, Mox, Wheeler Yuta, and Marina Shafir. And it was just, from the moment the bell rang, like...
It was complete...
We need to talk about the entrances.
It was
first.
Complete chaos.
Swerve, looking like the Predator, was a dope-ass entrance.
Yeah.
Kenny coming out as like Captain America, even though he's from Canada. It was really cool.
That's not, he'd be Captain Canada.
Captain Canada. Captain Omega.
Kenny's a dork.
He
likes comic and video games.
He loves comics and video games.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then the Young Bucks coming out in like their founding fathers gear and wrestle. The props to them because they wrestled
the in those
entire time in those big guys.
Yeah.
I feel like those coats were supposed to come off and they just never did.
I kind of liked the Death Riders entrance too. They just came all separately down.
They came all through different parts of the arena. That was really cool.
That was pretty cool.
And then Claudio's just standing there and Joe pops out from nowhere from behind him and they just start going. That was an insanely good match.
There was like no down points in that match.
No.
Like we would be here probably for like 2 hours.
Just talking about this
match. Just talking about all the spots.
The different songs that they played through the match alone.
Yeah. But there was some insane... Like, if anybody out there, even if you just YouTube it, YouTube the highlights of the match.
Just use yeah.
Because some of the spots were
Swerve Strickland jumped off a forklift and I was like, can we do that at work? We can do that at work. We could absolutely
Swerve got a staple.
In his tongue.
And
it was there the entire... At one point, Matt grabbed a staple gun and Swerve got it off of him. And like Wheeler Yuta goes to run at him and Swerve knocks out of the way and like gets him in the shoulder. He gets Claudio in the forehead. And then Matt gets another one. And they go at each other. And then Shafir comes out and puts a staple in Swerve's tongue. I was like, oh my God. And then he wrestled the whole time with that in there. The adrenaline rush you have to have. It has to be insane. Then Who came out? Hook came out with a golf club and hit Claudio. And Samoa Joe's like, hell yeah, come on. And Hook's just like, no, and just walks in the back. And you just hear Taz go, oh!
He had the meatball laugh.
It was the meatball laugh. Then the Death Riders had Gabe Kidd come out and help, and he grabbed the briefcase with the title in it. He was bashing people with that. And then Mark Briscoe comes out of nowhere again because he was in a team with Shibata at one point, and he still got blood on him everywhere.
He does like a sunset flip onto Gabe Kidd.
Yeah, onto Gabe Kidd. He must have did something because he just starts bleeding again.
Yeah, after the match when they were all celebrating, he's like walking back and he's just bleeding
you could see like the bright, you could see the light bouncing off like the liquid.
But the thing is, when Briscoe came out, they didn't even. I mean, obviously they probably like stitched him up if they had to, but like they didn't clean. They
didn't put a new shirt on him.
They just left it all.
Yeah, he was just
made him look even more badass. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
There was honestly not a dull moment in that entire match.
I like the ops threw the rest of them in the ring besides the Young Bucks. So I love that in the ring was just the Young Bucks and then Kenny and Swerve. That was just one of the best ways to end the match.
Yeah.
He does the V trigger in the house. They do the V trigger in the house call at the same time.
The One Wing Angel.
The One Wing Angel off through like an exploding table. Yeah. And then Swerve pulls out the answer threes with tacks on the bottom.
Yeah.
And does the Swerve stomp. What a way to end. I love the Energy Arena match. They've had, I think in the 6 years they've had 5. I think 1 year they didn't do one. But it's such an innovative match. Like we were sitting there. We were trying to figure out like who would do that in WWE, and I think even if they did, they wouldn't go that far. And then I started thinking about it. I didn't even say to you, it was kind of just like the Bloodline Rules match at Mania last year when everybody started coming out. Granted, they didn't start on like a 6-on-6, but like when The Rock came out, and then when Solo came out, and Cena and Rock and Taker and
basically for anybody who's watching this that don't watch AEW and only WWE. Take a War Games match and take the cages out of it and say they could fight all over the arena. And that's kind of what it's like.
That's kind of what it's like, yeah.
Except for they all start at the same time. They don't
come out. I mean, they have their own War Games, too, which is probably why one's just normal TV and the other one's pay-per-view. Yeah, I could see it, though.
But regardless, it was so entertaining. Absolutely.
I would not want to be anybody... I wouldn't want to be the next match following that to try to...
Which was
the trios match of the Paragon... Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, Adam Cole against the Don Callis family, Kyle Fletcher, Konosuke Takeshita, and Josh Alexander. I would not want to be anybody in that match trying to keep the crowd up.
That was a really good match.
Oh my god, it was a really good match.
But still, following that...
And those were 3 more people we talked about that WWE super fumbled.
Yeah.
The Undisputed Era was my favorite team ever in NXT.
I loved Undisputed Era.
I mean, Bobby Fish, he's
a little weird.
He's a little,
he seemed like that weird uncle at the cookouts.
He really you know what I mean? Did. He really did.
Kyle O'Reilly, Adam Cole.
Adam Cole alone is
Adam Cole's
amazing. I love Adam Cole. And just, I'm pretty sure we talked about it on here. Maybe it was before even the podcast started, but now he's got a cadaver's bone in his ankle, so he's got like a dead person's bone in him, and to still perform the way you performed, that's insane. You're still doing the Panama Sunrise to the outside of the ring from the top of the turnbuckle. You're still doing he needs to change it, but you're still doing the boom knee drop. Like, with having another person's bone in your ankle is crazy.
That is pretty cool.
Unfortunately, they didn't win the match. Kyle Fletcher hit Roderick Strong with the Brainbuster, but then after the match, the Paragon went to go attack them, and the rest of the Don Callis family came out. But then you see Brody King, Tomohiro Ishii, and oh my god, the president of New Japan. Why can't I remember his name? Tanahashi come out, and as soon as I saw Tanahashi, I was like, that's awesome. There's no, because I'm pretty sure either last year or this year he's done. He's retiring. I think it's this year he's retiring and just being the president of New Japan.
You can kind of tell by the way he walks.
Oh my god, he was walking. He couldn't even. There, you could see Brody King and Ishii trying to run down, and they're just like, oh shit, we can't run because he can barely walk.
Yeah, I mean, when he did the sling blade, it was like he did it, but
props to whoever he hit with it because they had to pretty much do all of it. So following that was the main event of the night, the Owen Hart Cup Tournament men's final of Hangman Adam Page versus Will Ospreay. Probably without taking out Energy in the Arena, probably the match of the night.
I would say
the regular match of the night.
I would say out of every single wrestling match I've watched so far this year, I would put that one in the top
There was a
5.
lot of good storytelling because like
it wasn't just, and I know AEW gets this bad rap that all it is just spot after spot, and granted there was a lot of spots in this match, but like there was a lot of storytelling in it too. Like I don't know what those two decided. It was like, all right, we're gonna take a little bit of AEW, a little bit of WWE, a little bit of New Japan, a little bit of Indies, and just put it all into one match.
I heard a rumor that like 15 minutes before the match, nobody knew who was going to win. Ospreay wanted Hangman to win. Hangman wanted Ospreay to win. Mox even came in, and Mox was like, "I think me versus Hangman would be a better match. I want Hangman to win."
Mox was probably I want to win and I want to bleed.
Probably. I don't care who it is. I just want to bleed. Make sure I. Did he bleed in the Anarchy in the Arena match?
No.
I don't. That's crazy.
No, other people did.
That's because Briscoe had enough blood for everybody in the whole friggin' night. He bled enough for this Wednesday and the next pay-per-view. Yeah. It was really cool too because at one point, Ospreay hit the V trigger and then the One Wing Angel because hit the feud with him and Omega, and then Hangman hit Big Pressure, which is one of Swerve's finisher. The big feud between him and Swerve. It was really cool for them to pull out other people's moves.
Yeah.
Because then even Hangman pulled out the Angel's Wings from Christopher Daniels, and he tried doing the BME, but he gets up top and he's like, "Wait, hold on, I really can't do this." And then he gets there and actually jumps off and makes it. That was really good. Even at the end, they're looking at each other, and you see Ospreay take off his elbow pad, and he's like, "I'm gonna rail you with this hidden blade," and Hangman's like, "All right, cool. I'm gonna rail you with the buckshot lariat," because he took his elbow pad off too. That's when you knew they were like, they're really gonna start hitting hard, even though they've been hitting hard the whole match.
It was a hard hitting match. There was a lot of old school type wrestling, a lot of high spots. There was just, like I said, out of this entire year, that's a top 5 match that I watched. Yeah. Easy top 5 match.
Hangman ends it with one last buckshot lariat. There's probably 15 buckshot lariats in the match.
Yeah.
He ends at one last buckshot lariat. He gets the win. He wins the Owen Hart Foundation, so it's him versus Mox at All In.
Then he comes back to
the ring because there's a... I don't know if it was Double or Nothing last year, but somebody did that for him. It had to be Double or Nothing last year because I think he was in the Owen Hart final last year too. And it was basically reversed. Like, he was in the ring down on his luck, and whoever he was facing came and picked him up. So that's what he did for Ospreay. Like, he went in the ring, helped, like, Ospreay got up, and they shook hands, and you can see, like, the companionship now of, like, hey, it's going to be you. You got to take this title off of Mox. Like, we haven't even seen the title because Mox is holding it hostage in a briefcase. I think Hangman could probably do it. Hangman's probably one of the ones to be able to do it.
Yeah. And he's, like, an original, too. Like,
yeah. I mean... I think Mox was maybe a couple months after they debuted. I know he debuted at a Double or Nothing. I don't know if it was their first. Maybe it was their first one. I don't know. But he's like one of the originals of like, because that's the big thing now of like, we need to get the originals back to get the title off of Mox because Mox is just like, no, I'm holding it hostage. Nobody's getting it. Overall, I love that pay-per-view.
Yeah, I thought it was a really great
I'm really into the AEW pay-per-views. So we could probably move on to the game.
I do have to say though, I did kind of like the idea of watching the pay-per-view and
then talking about it. It's hard to do with like everything else we have going on, but that's something cool to do. Maybe we pull up like their first All In, or like a random like Bash at the Beach or NWO becomes a thing, or like some other WWE pay-per-view where something big happens and we watch it and talk about it.
Yeah.
That'd be a cool thing to do.
That's not a bad idea.
And I know eventually, like, and I keep telling you, I want to reverse the room around, and like where the camera is now, I want to get a TV on the wall back there. And I think we could do it right here. We can have it on the TV, watch it, pause it at some point in time, talk about whatever. We could have random stuff on the TV, like when we review our first podcast, we put that up on the TV.
I don't even want to watch our first podcast.
It's happening. It has to happen for the anniversary. It's the 1 year anniversry.
That was a great idea for us to do that, but I don't want to.
It was a great idea.
It's terrible.
It's so bad.
We're terrible.
It's sometimes when I need a laugh, I go and put it on.
All right, so we're gonna move into our game that we got now to kind of, fill a little bit of time at the end of this.
We do need help with like a name.
We need help. Actually,
well, obviously we need help.
We need professional help. If anybody has a leather couch we can lay on, that's fine.
For like D&D talk wrestling like
games.
Grapples with games.
Scrabble.
I kind of took your idea of like grapples with movies if we ever like talked about a movie or whatever.
Fucking copyright infringement.
Speaking of that, I noticed the AEW had the little trademark R in the ring next to their logo. Does WWE?
Trademark.
You know the little on AEW's in the ring in AEW they have the little R, like the little registered R as like the trademark.
I mean AEW. I mean WWE probably doesn't need to do it.
No, I think everybody needs to do that.
Well, not every logo you see has that thing next to it. You could post your logo without that.
Oh yeah, I guess you could. Is it on? Is it on here? It's on there. It's on the title. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I have to pay attention tomorrow to SmackDown and see.
Yeah, we'll see. All right. So getting into this game, I know we mentioned it earlier, but basically guess the wrestler by their theme.
This was tough to do. I'm not gonna lie. This was tough.
It kind of was tough because
it was tough to do.
I realized as I was going through Spotify that a lot of the best themes don't have words. So,
or if they do, it's literally like the superstar's name or like one word the whole time.
Seth Rollins, Burn It Down.
Yeah.
Wonder who
I wonder who that could be.
Kane. Randy Orton.
Does Kane have words in his? Oh, he does. The one song does.
Slow Chemical.
Yeah.
It's one of the GOAT songs. Anyways, so we wrote down some lines, maybe one line, maybe a couple lines of these songs, and the other person has to guess.
So we did 10 current wrestlers and 10 all-time wrestlers.
Yeah.
I almost texted you going, can we do 5 and 5? Because this is fucking impossible.
It was hard. It was hard. I'm not going to lie.
How are we going to do this? Are we just going to go back and forth? Or are we going to do like...
We'll go back and forth.
But I mean like...
We'll start with the current, then we'll go to the past.
That's what I'm saying. But am I doing like... Am I telling you all my 10 current? Or are we going current like back and forth?
We can go back and forth.
Okay, we can go back. We talked about this. I feel like there's going to be a lot of the same.
I think there's going to be a lot
maybe for the current, there's going to be a lot of the same.
There might be a lot of the same. I mean, we don't even know what we wrote down. So.
It's going to be really hard, too, not doing it in, like, the tone of the music. Like, you just have to say it.
Yeah.
It's going to be... I think that's going to be the hard part.
So are we keeping score here?
I mean, I'm going to write right and wrong next.
I'm just going to put M, P, and then I'm going to put check when we get it right. And then we'll tally it up at the end.
MP?
Moran Proska.
Oh.
Both our names start with a D.
I know. I was trying to figure out what the hell you were doing. I was like, what? More points. I was like, what are you... All right, so my first one I have written down.
Okay.
No man is ever truly good.
Aleister Black.
God damn it.
That you just one-lined it? That's it?
That's it, yo. It's just one line, yo.
Bro, I got some stuff.
That one we watched was one line.
Oh, because I got more than one line. I don't follow rules. Christ. It might be easier if I give you more.
Some of them I have 2 lines just because either the line was longer or like the next line will help you.
Okay. All right, ready?
Sure.
Keep it written on your face. The little details matter. Only in me. I am the coil. I am the spring. Only in me. I am the ghost in the machine. Only in me. Recount confessions. Give no release. Only in me.
Why'd you write the whole fucking song down?
Will you stay and ever live to be? Just a little part of the song. That's it.
I've got no idea. Like, I want to say Orton, but I'm sure it's not Orton.
No.
I heard Coil and Spring, and it made me think of Orton.
If I'm not saying this and I say it the way
I know
that's the song,
that's the part. I know that's the part. I don't know. I can't.
You don't know.
No.
Wyatt Six.
I forgot they had fucking words in their song.
The whole song is words. Well, except for the beginning.
Except for the beginning. You can't really... Well, no, I guess you can kind of hear the words.
Yeah, Shatter by Code Orange. Wyatt Six. All right. What's next?
Ain't nobody man enough to feel the pain.
Ain't nobody man enough to feel the pain. And this is now?
This is current. Yeah, this is current. Yeah, you had me second guess myself. This is current.
I don't know. Do you have another line? Or is that the only line?
Let me think. Yeah, the next line you're going to get it.
Oh, so you picked a line right before the, chorus.
You should get it with the next line. Yeah. The next line.
Well, no. I mean, I want it to be fair. Like
I think it's the next line of the song.
I want it to be fair.
Okay.
I'm just gonna throw a guess out there because Bronson Reed.
AJ Styles.
Oh.
Is the next line They Don't Want None? I think so.
Yeah, it is.
When you said, "Is this current?" I went, "Yeah," because they did. They changed it back. I was like, "Yeah, they changed it back."
Okay. Ready?
I'm ready.
I have been destined to win. Alpha Omega the end. Let it begin. Give you a scope through my lens. I do not follow no trends.
God damn it!
Think about it.
Why is it so hard?
This is literally the opening of the song. The first lines.
I'm terrible at this again. I suck at this game. Say it one more time for me.
I have been destined
Don't me.
I have been destined to win. Alpha Omega the end. Let it begin. Give you a scope through my lens. I do not follow no trends.
I don't know. I don't know why I have Dolph Ziggler in my head, and I know it's not him. He's not even current.
Tap out.
Yeah.
Tap. Solo.
Ah, fuck yeah.
Think of the beginning of the song. Shit. All right. So far, there's only 1 point between us. So.
All right. So the next one. I am the king, and you're the crown.
Oh, why do I know that?
Well, they're all wrestling ones. We should know them all.
I feel like this is obvious.
They should all be obvious.
Is it Cody?
It's Cody.
Okay.
It's Cody.
I don't think you're going to get the next one, too. I'm just going to say.
God damn it.
And I'm giving you more lines.
I know. I followed the rules of the video.
Mine should be easier. I'm giving you half the song. What do you mean?
Not in the tone of the song.
You didn't sound like Down Straight. Yeah, shut up, bitch. You're going to lose. How about that?
I probably am going to lose.
All right, ready? I'm the best to ever do it. Going against me, you stupid. They know it. I got to prove it. I'll win and never lose it. Only victory. The champ is what you get now.
The champ is what you get now. Why am I terrible at this fucking game?
I'm looking in my future and I see some things that...
Yeah, so am I. I'm like, son of a bitch.
We're going to overlap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to say Jacob, but it's definitely not Jacob Fatu.
No.
Who is it?
Carmelo is.
Oh, man. Yeah, we should have did like 15 just in case like we overlapped, but it's fine. We'll
it's fine. We'll make it through. You know what I mean?
All rise for the outlaw.
All rise for the outlaw?
All rise for the outlaw.
One comes to mind immediately.
Okay.
I feel like that's too obvious of an answer.
Okay, we'll try it.
Damian Priest.
Oh,
wow, okay.
Yeah. I told you, some of these are lobs. Like
you should get this one. This one's easy.
You keep saying that, but I don't.
Last one I said you're not going to get. This one you should get.
You keep saying that, but...
Oh, shit, man. I got answers in the back. You're looking
I wasn't even paying attention.
All right. I'm a Mack truck. Don't get run over. We some country boys working overtime for it.
Okay.
Kings of the South. We never had nothing. Blue collar boys do it with our hands muddied.
AJ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. That's what I was like looking at my next one. I'm like, oh, okay, we're about to overlap.
Yeah, I know we're gonna overlap. I can see something.
Why'd you say okay? Would you not get it in the beginning?
What?
When I said I'm a Mack truck.
No, as soon as you said Mack truck, I was like, oh, it's AJ. As soon as I heard Mack truck, I was like, okay.
Okay.
You should get this one.
This next one, if you don't get this one, I'm going home.
You should get this one.
Okay.
I was born a king, ran with the pack.
Oh, that's Jimmy Uso.
That's Jimmy Uso.
Yeah.
When I'm looking at the words, I went, that makes sense. Okay, I like that one.
Ready?
Why do I feel like ours are going to be the same? Okay.
You gave me fortune. You gave me fame. You gave me power in your own God's name.
Why should I get that one?
They'd be, oh my God. You need to get this one. What are you doing?
Why? You say fortune, and now I think of TNA.
We said WWE.
I know. You gave fortune, you gave me fame. Wait, we said WWE only for all time, too? We might be in trouble.
No, all time is just whatever.
All right, cool. You gave me fortune, you gave me fame.
You're kind of saying it like it's sung. You gave me fortune, you gave me fame. You gave me power in your own God's name.
Who the hell says God in their thing? I'm terrible at this game. This is a shitty ass game. I don't know.
This is a fun game.
I don't know. I don't know. Who is it? I really don't know.
CM Punk.
Why I don't remember that from that song. Oh man, we're gonna have problems.
No, we are gonna have problems.
Are you ready for this one?
Yeah.
You'll never catch me in the next man's sweater.
Oh, this is John Cena.
It's John Cena.
Ready?
Uh-huh.
Okay. This is your moment. You better own it. Go hard tonight until there's nothing more left. I've been waiting for this, so I'm well rested. I'm war ready. I'm battle tested. I gave the name of the song in that one.
Well, I want to say War Raiders, but they don't have song. They don't have words in their song.
I'm war ready. I'm battle tested.
That's not gonna fucking help me. I'm stupid with songs, you know? I don't know. I don't think I've gotten any right yet.
You got one.
Oh, I got one.
Yeah. Bronson Reed. Battle tested. That's literally, they say that right in the beginning. I'm battle tested.
Bronson Reed has been on TV. I haven't heard his song.
Oh my lord. Well, not many wrestlers have words in their songs.
Not a lot. No more fun. No more games. No more claps. No more fame.
No more fun. No more games. No more fun. Oh, New Day.
New Day.
Yeah.
I had no more fun, no more games, and then I had no more claps, no more fame, like parentheses, because I was like, no more claps would make me get
This makes me look like all I do is listen to wrestling music.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Which is kind of true, I'm not going to lie.
Oh, you're going to have fucking layups pretty soon.
Oh, you're probably going to get this one. I am the deadly disease. I'll put that soul to sleep. I'll leave you 6 feet deep. Look at my eyes. Look alive. Live. Look at my eyes. This is do or die. Die.
Oh, it's Rhea.
Yes.
I was like, why did you stutter?
I put the front part on, and I was like, no. I'm going to put the last thing on. Like, I didn't want to make it too ridiculous. Because that's literally towards the end of the song, but...
Well, I'm just going to put down your rate for this one, because this is a fucking layup.
One.
I have been destined to win. I am controlling the game.
Oh, that's Carmelo. No?
No.
Wait. No, that's Bronson Reed.
No.
What?
It's Solo. I have been destined to win. I am controlling the game is later on. Like, you have the first part. This is probably like the middle of the song. But as soon as you said, I am destined to win, I went, oh, fuck, I have that for Solo, too.
Oh, wow. I was stupid on that one.
That's why I said here comes a layup.
All right, you might not get this one.
Oh, God. Jesus Christ.
Well, I wanted to make it fun, man. Jeez.
I don't think you're going to get some of the all-time ones. That's okay.
Grip your fate when you breaking the rules. They telling me Jack was nimble. They said he was quick. But I bet that boy can't do the shit that I did. Well, shit is X'd out, but it's in the real song. Hint. Ripping and running the tracks. Can't believe your eyes. The most gifted, talented surprise. I gave you a hint when I said it's in the regular song.
It doesn't help.
It narrows it down.
Not by a lot. I want to say like Theory or Waller, but they don't have words in their songs. I'm going to say Theory anyways, because I don't know who it is.
R-Truth. What's up?
Oh, now I can hear it. Now I hear it. Okay.
Yeah. See, as soon as you put the tone to it,
yeah,
you're like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
I know your anger. I know your dream.
That's CM Punk.
CM Punk.
Yeah. Now I'm mad I missed the solo one. Damn.
We only had 2 crossover. Oh, okay. Here comes the third one, I guess.
Yeah, probably. This is my world. This is my earth. This is my turf. This is my land. I stand on my own 2 feet against my family tree. This is legacy. Cross my path, you'll see.
Jimmy?
Yeah. I was going to say, it narrows it down to...
It narrows it down a lot. It narrows it down a lot.
Because I don't think if I gave you that hint, you would have gotten it. Maybe Family Tree, you would have thrown out a bloodline member.
I feel like this one's a treat. I mean, a
treat?
No, a cheat. A little bit. Oh, yeah, this one I didn't really cheat, but... I will drag you down and sell you out. I think I cheated with this one because it's technically... I'll give you a hint. It's technically not WWE. I mean, not technically, but it's not WWE. Or he didn't have this in WWE is a better hint.
I'll drag you down and sell you out.
Yeah.
Jericho?
It's Judas. That's the last one. I was like, I can't think of another one. And I was like, I'm just going to put Judas in here.
I wasn't trying to cheat. I was looking at the time.
Oh, we got time. It's 2:35.
Here we go. Oh, shit. We have one more.
Oh, you have one more.
Okay, so this one, this is your lob.
This is my layup?
This is your lob.
Oh, boy.
Lights go down. I'm ready now. Tear this roof off for the town. Gonna give them what they came to see.
It's Cody.
Yeah.
You didn't lob me a Cena? I'm upset. You didn't lob me a Cena. Yet. Where do I want to start from?
From the past.
I guess I'll start with the first. So now we're doing the all-times.
Yeah. It's just past wrestlers, whatever.
This might be a little bit harder.
This might be harder. This is going to be harder.
I had to put this first one just because I love this song so much.
Okay.
I got a new mag. I shot him with my gun.
Jesus Christ. That could be any rap song in the world. What do you...
It's not even a rap song. I don't think it's a rap song.
I got a new mag. I shot him with my gun.
Yeah.
Bullet Club?
Bullet Club.
All right. This one might be kind of easy for you, but... This television has a poison on its breath. This counterculture of both wicked lies and death. It makes my eyes bleed every time I turn around. How will they all feel when I bring them to the ground? Opening of the song.
That doesn't fucking help me at all. You're going to realize these clues aren't going to help me. I don't know. I want to say Kane, but it's not. I hear Burn It to the Ground, and I want to think like...
Batista, I Walk Alone.
Oh, damn. Cain and Abel, a bit unstable. We don't be breaking bread. We break the whole damn table.
The Dudley Boys?
The Dudley Boys.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I was like, if I give him the whole damn table, he's going to get it.
Yeah. All right. I'm better than nice. Check the veteran stripes. Leave you beside yourself with fear. I kill you and bury you twice. Despite the cover of night, tracking your flight like guerrilla warfare where the grass is dense. Approaching me is a quick way to get referred to in the past tense.
Yeah, why are old wrestling songs violent? Is that old Cena's?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. I had a feeling.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That's why when you just made your comment.
Are you ready for a layup?
Okay.
You better get ready to bow to the masters.
Really?
Yeah.
DX.
Yeah.
Damn. Oh, wait, I already did Cena's. We all know what it means. Nothing's ever what it seems. Unforgiven. I see the line in the sand. Time to find out who I am.
Randy Orton. Or is it... Wait. It's either Randy Orton or it's Evolution. It's Evolution.
Yes. Very correct. As soon as I said a line in the sand, I was like, you better get this right. If you said Randy Orton, I was freaking RKOing you right to the stable.
Ready?
Yeah.
Boom.
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 What the hell is that?
Think about it.
Boom.
That doesn't help you?
Oh, RVD. No.
Undisputed Era.
Oh,
Boom.
Yeah. Okay. No, you got me on that one. I'm bucket to get you on this one, though. Once again, it's the opening of the song, so.
I think most of mine are the opening. I think maybe I went down a couple lines.
The wonder of the world is gone, I know for sure. All the wonder that I want, I found in her. As the whole becomes a part, I strike the burn, and no flame returns.
King.
Yeah. There you go.
As soon as you said wonder, I was like, trying it, and then I went, no, wait, hold on, let me listen. I know you're not getting this one. I got something for you.
What?
That's the words.
Oh, well, I thought you had something.
No, I got something for you. They're the words.
I haven't got the clue.
Adam Cole's like Ring of Honor music.
Well, you literally just copied yourself.
I know, because I put Undisputed Era down, and then I went, I got something for you, and I'm like, who the hell is that? And I'm like, oh yeah, that's Adam Cole.
Well, here's your lob.
Oh boy.
On this day, it's so real to me. Everything has come to life. Another chance to chase a dream. Another chance to feel alive.
Edge.
Yes.
You ready for your lob?
Why? Tell me it's the same song.
A bitter place and a broken dream. We leave it all behind.
That's literally a continuance of what I just wrote down.
I know it is. That's why I started. It's literally my next song.
How weird is that?
It's literally my next song, and I was like, "There's no way."
There's no way I wrote one part and then you wrote the next part.
I came right with the next part. I didn't want to have the beginning. I was like, "Let me get a random word out there."
Yeah, it's definitely Edge.
Yeah, it's definitely Edge.
Or Cope.
Oh yeah, I could really go. It's Cope.
Cope. Ready?
Ready.
This is one of my favorite. I'm saying this because maybe you remember. One of my favorite entrance musics of all time. Deceived by my eyes and all I was told I should see. Opinions not mine, the person they thought me to be. One night in the dark, a vision of someone I knew. And in the darkness, I saw a voice say, I'm you. You're going to be mad when I tell you because...
I'm probably going to be mad. I don't think we've ever talked about your favorite.
That is going to be a podcast video, though.
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
Christian.
Oh, damn.
I loved his music.
I couldn't even, like...
If you close your eyes, it's life, and make the truth.
Alright, now I can, yeah.
That one. What do you got for me?
Nobody can hold me. Nobody can control me.
Nobody can hold me.
Nobody can hold me. Nobody control me.
Mark Henry?
MVP.
Oh,
I'm looking at MVPs and I'm going, I want MVPs just because I love tick-tock, ear to clock. And I'm like, I'm not going to do that.
That's a goat. That's a goat thing.
Yeah.
That's a goat thing. Well, here's a lob for you.
Oh, Jesus. You say that, but...
Nope. Trust me, if you don't get this, you should not be a wrestling fan.
Don't do this to me. Don't give me this pressure.
Yo, tell me what it's like to be half a man. It must break your heart to see what I am. That's the breaks, boy, yeah.
No, it's DX.
That's the breaks, little man.
It's DX.
Break it down.
Break it down.
You're right. Look at, you know what? You're doing better than you thought you would be.
I guess I don't really pay attention to most wrestling themes now that we're doing this. I don't know if you're going to get this one.
Probably not.
You're fast asleep when I sneak in your casa. Your life sucks because you're bankrupt.
Oh, Eddie Guerrero.
Eddie Guerrero. Damn, he got it right.
Like I'm waiting for you to go again. So this one, I've awakened from a deep sleep. You're all weak. You're living in the agony of defeat. I am the master of your whole heap. I am the pastor. Flock you like sheep.
I know it. Because I can hear it in my head. It's in my head in the tone.
And I wrote it down in the...
It's in my head in the tone.
Yeah. I might have to give you a timer before you answer this one.
You might have to give me a... Wait.
That was a hint. By the way.
It's in my head, but I don't know who it is.
A countdown?
Is Jericho?
Yes. How many more hints am I going to give you? I was about to say I'm going to be the undisputed champion of this game.
You're about to get 2 lobs anyways, so... I am.
AJ Styles from TNA. It's the song he hates so much.
Yeah, I'm just going to put right down for the next one, because I know you're getting the next one right.
Ready for this one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dumb diddy dumb. Get your ass out the way, because here we
go. The oddities?
Yeah. And we bring in this spectacle in your town. We got creep shows, freak shows, wicked clowns. I had to finish it.
You ready?
Yeah.
No chance. That's what you got.
That's Vince D'Amore.
It's
the man we do not speak of.
It's really sad. I couldn't think of one more song, and I was like, I'm just going to throw Vince on here.
All right, my last one. Yeah, I don't think you're going to get this one. But I gave you a hint before we started because I played it. And I played it on purpose.
You think I was paying attention to the songs you were playing before?
See, like, I'm like the new Triple H's regime in booking. Like, I'm like Bray Wyatt throwing the hints everywhere. You just got to pay attention.
That takes a lot for me to pay attention.
Listen. If you ever take a trip down to Cobb County, Georgia, you better read the signs. Respect the law and order. You'll serve hard times. You'll be serving hard times.
I want to say it was fucking Hillbilly Jim, but I don't think that's who it was.
It's a big boss man, man.
See? And we talked about that too.
I did it on purpose.
I know, but I was like, you played Shawn Michaels 3 times. What?
So, out of 20, I did play Shawn Michaels 3 times. This man didn't even know that Shawn Michaels' original solo interest in music wasn't even sung by Shawn Michaels. It was sung by Sherry Martel.
No idea. No idea.
Because you're like, what is this?
Yeah. I was like, I thought it was like some like generic track or something.
So all our games are kind of like the show. Whose line is it anyway? All the points don't matter whatsoever. But for those of you...
No, they only matter on when we're guessing on who wins a pay-per-view.
Yeah, that's when we only talk crap, is when we get the predictions right. But overall, you got half of them right.
That's not bad.
You got 10 out of 20.
That's more than I thought I was going to get.
Yeah. And I ended up with 15 out of 20.
That's even better.
Well, oh shit, that's better. What do you mean? I just thought that you were going to, like, you thought you were going to do, like, worse.
I thought it was going to be really bad. I don't really pay attention, especially, like, older songs. And I was like, oh, man, like, even trying to look some up, I was like, who the hell am I going to... I knew I wanted, like, MVP. I don't know why, but I just love MVP.
Well, see, you went into it blind. I used Spotify, because not only did I have a whole list of wrestling themes, but I also had the lyrics.
That reminds me, why is there no website, like WrestlingThemes.com, where I can just type in AJ Styles, and boom, there's every song you ever had with other words in the song? Maybe that's how we get out there.
We created a website.
Yeah, WrestlingThemes.com or something. Yeah.
Yeah. And for
Stone Cold's, it just says glass shattering.
Undisputed Era, boom.
Boom. Boom.
The Rock, if you smell.
Yeah. ... What's The Rock is cooking?
With The Rock. ...
Is cooking.
Is cooking.
Is there another like random? I looked up.
How do you write out when he does that part? How do you write that out?
I was trying to look up like Eugene's, and they were like, and something else came up, and I was like, this is not the song that I'm looking
Eugene
for.
didn't have words.
Hi, my name is Eugene. I think it started out like that.
No,
it didn't.
It was like a Wish.com version of like a Rocky theme. Yeah, like it was just like inspirational. Like
I can do it. Yeah.
Yeah. The Oddities was one of my favorite themes ever too.
The Oddities was one of my favorite groups. I remember that whatever CD that was, I played that song on repeat a lot.
I think it was Volume 4. WWF Music Volume 4.
I had a couple of those. I remember the one that had like the yellow
Submarines.
No, it was a yellow cover.
I had the gray cover, and then I had the
I had
Volume 4
a bunch of them just had the WWE logo.
With black and green.
Yeah.
But, anyways, we are going to eventually do an episode on our
theme song.
Favorite themes.
When WWE slows down a little bit on pay-per-views, because we have to talk about Money in the Bank now next week.
Because I love music, as you can tell.
As you can tell.
I listen to it all the time. I don't know. It's awesome.
That was a fun thing to do. I'm glad I pulled up that video.
Yeah, me too.
Because we're gonna do that. You have $10, build a team. What was
and like I said, this has nothing to do with bragging rights or anything. But I mean,
no, it's just a fun game to do. Okay,
I'm sorry.
Let's go back to pay-per-view wins and losses and see where we're at.
I won't beat you in the last one.
You're not gonna beat me in the next one.
I will beat you in the next one.
In Money in the Bank?
Yeah.
You're not gonna beat me in Money in the Bank.
It's almost like Money in the Bank that I'm going to win.
So with that concludes the end of this episode.
Thank you for tuning in and watching.
Thank you for watching the D&D Talk Wrestling podcast.
We appreciate all the followers and all the comments and proper.
Why are we so dumb?
What if we really talk like that?
Let's just get out of here because they don't want to watch this no more.
No, they don't want to watch this. Hey, if you played along, let us know how you did.
Let us know how bad you were.
Honestly, though, because I know some of them were really out there, but I gave him better hints because I gave him long pair things. He's giving me one words and stuff.
I'm gonna see if I can link the TikTok and show it was literally one line from the song. This is the same thing as favorite WrestleMania match. Well, I picked 3 for that year, even though there were 4 matches. I picked 3 of them as my favorite.
Well, guess what? Knowledge was spread.
Knowledge is power.
No.
Knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe.
Thank you for watching this week's episode. Looking forward to see you guys next week.
Later.